before the break, exercise physiologist Kelsey Hawkins with Peninsula Regional Medical Center told us how important it is to get our hearts pumping.
So that's exactly what we are going to do. You're actually going to show us some exercises that are easy to do around the house, or we're going to do them too. You can do it in the
Sitting
comfort
in
of a chair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's get started. What's first?
All right, let's start with just marching.
Marching?
in place.
Okay.
Yep.
While sitting in the chair.
While sitting in the chair.
Okay. Because we're not going for that big all-out, you know.
These are just little things you can do
Just get this
every
working.
day, multiple times a day, if you have a job where you're mainly sitting.
And we're really doing something here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can move into what we call sit and stands.
Okay.
So you can place your hands over your chest because you don't want to use your arms, you want to use your legs. Just
Oh,
stand
okay.
all the way up.
Oh, okay.
Sit back.
It's kind of like assisted squats.
It is,
Yeah.
actually.
And it's important that you do it right because form is everything.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
I can do this.
Okay, so next we have leg extensions.
Yes, so we're just going to alternate kicking our legs out in front, straightening our leg at the knee.
Mine goes farther than yours.
Oh, well. But I have high heels on, so
I feel that in my
I
calf.
win.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Now we can move into heel kicks, so you're just kicking those heels out in front.
Are we
Okay.
supposed to be keeping rhythm with the music?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, now we got a problem.
Now you tell him.
She wants me to have rhythm too.
Okay, now Jimmy thinks he has on a scarf, but this is really for resistance
Yes,
training.
yes.
Oh.
So
Okay.
go ahead and bring that around our back,
I thought it looked pretty.
out under our arms.
Okay.
We'll do a little chest press with this.
Oh,
Chest
okay.
press.
Yes.
Moving forward like that.
Yep, so you're just gonna straighten those arms out in
Oh,
front.
okay.
Bring it right back to your chest.
And this gets our heart pumping?
it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can feel it.
10 to 15 repetitions.
Yeah.
How many times? I mean, like during a week, say.
Wait.
2 to 3 times a week
2 to 3
is
times a
safe
week.
to do resistance training exercises.
Okay.
Then you could go overhead.
Overhead.
You realize if I do that, I'm gonna knock both of you out.
Yeah, this is not boxing, Jimmy.
No, get plenty of room before you try this.
Yeah,
Bad
yeah.
things can happen.
And then we
Give me
can move down, put this on the floor under your feet.
Okay, both feet?
Yes.
All right.
Both feet. Grab it with your palms facing up.
Palms facing
Oh,
up.
I know where this is going.
We're gonna do a little
Can you
bicep
curl?
curl, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Bending from the elbows.
And obviously, the tighter the band, the more resistance you
Yes,
have.
yep.
So you can actually amp it up a little bit as you get better
Yes,
at
you
it.
can. You can actually double the band up and it'll make it even harder.
Nice.
Hey, Kelsey,
This is
thank
easy.
you so much.
This is terrific.
You can do this while watching Del Marvelite.
Yes.
And to read more about what Kelsey discussed today, or for more information from PRMC about heart health, go to WBOC.com and click on our picture at the top of the page.
Well, someone else who may know, I'm telling you, this looks good. Somebody else who may know a thing or two about exercise and it's important in maintaining a healthy heart is the world's strongest drug-free man, Mike Hall. You may remember his story. A little over a year ago, Mike suffered a heart attack that's known as the Widowmaker.
The American Heart Association says the survival rate for this type of attack is only 5%. Luckily, Mike is part of that 5%.
Now, the Marvel Life Sean Stryker is with Mike now. So, Sean, Mike has undergone quite the transformation.
Yeah, guys, get this. At one point in his powerlifting career, Mike weighed 452 pounds and he wore a size 6XL t-shirt. Now he's down to about 255 and he wears just an extra large shirt. I'll tell you, Mike is looking good. He joins me now today. Mike, thanks so much for
Sean,
joining me.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it,
All right,
Sean.
so for those who don't know, I want to kind of remind them of your story.
Okay.
About a year ago, you suffered a heart attack known as the Widowmaker.
Yes.
What is the Widowmaker?
Well, the Widowmaker is a term that they use, and basically people don't survive. It's only 5% the survival rate. It's the left anterior descending artery. There's actually, mine was 100% blockage. The window time for you being there is 8 minutes, so.
So you are fortunate to make
I am
it through
blessed.
that.
Yes, I am blessed.
So that was in December of 2013.
Right.
Now, a little over a year later, tell me, how are you feeling?
Feel great, Sean. Feel good. My results, my profile is good. My cardiac is great. My ejection fraction was 35 down to 30. Now, guess what? My heart is back up to normal. And the damage that was done was very minimum. Guess what? They can't even see a scar.
Well, that's great
That
news.
is great,
Now,
brother.
you were a healthy guy beforehand,
Yes.
and you accomplished a lot, and
Yes.
especially in powerlifting. I want to show the people at home some of your accomplishments. Now, you're the first man in history to do a total combined lift of 2,100, 2,200, and 100 pounds in a drug-tested competition. The first African-American to win a gold medal in the heavyweight world powerlifting championship. 10-time national and 5-time world powerlifting athlete. And you're also the National Freedom Day Award recipient. So you're a healthy guy. Was this something you ever expected to happen to you?
No, Sean, not really. I didn't look for this. I know most of the guys that I compete against are mostly deceased now. Heart attacks, aneurysms, something, because all the great lifting that we do, but I wasn't looking for that. I didn't really think it was a heart attack, but thank God for the knowledge that I was able to recognize that something wasn't right. So I'm just thankful to be here, Sean.
So over the past year, obviously you've had to make a lot of changes. What were some of those?
Well, most of it was, of course, dealing with stress a little bit more, making sure that I eat a little more healthier, which I assumed that I was, but now I add a little more, natural stuff, and of course, working out was what I did anyway, and that's really what helped me to recover. Basically, I think more emotionally, just trying to get used to the event, because I died 3 times on the table, so just to be able to be thankful for that and be able to be humble and appreciate that I'm still here.
So you have some tips to other people, for other people that may be trying to lose some weight. What are those?
Well, one of the things is just make sure you take assessment. Make sure you take a fitness assessment of yourself, making sure that your portion size, to minimize your portion size, and just remember that you gotta burn more calories than you consume. To eat fewer calories, make sure you drink plenty of water. Make sure that you exercise. Make sure you exercise, and make sure you focus on losing fat versus weight.
So focus on those numbers instead of the actual scale numbers.
Yes, exactly.
I want to show everyone at home. Mike pulled out his old powerlifting belt for me. Let's grab it, and I want to show you guys what he was and what he is now. So this is where it was. But turn to the side. Look at that. You could fit another person in that bike. Mike, well, I'm so happy that you're doing good and you're feeling good. And
thank you, my
those
brother.
are great tips.
Yes.
If you want to read more about Mike Hall and his story, all you got to do is go to our website, WBOC.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page. Jimmy and Lisa, it's a great story out here. I'll send it back to you guys.
He really looks
Oh my
great.
goodness, he does. And what a great guy.
Yes,
What a
absolutely.
great
And
man.
speaking of positive changes, so many are taking the leap this time of year and getting engaged. But do you know the proper steps to get there? Up next on Delmarva Life, we learn all about getting the best bling for your buck when it comes to popping the question.
And once we know what to get, let's start shopping. Up next, we're going to learn what's hot this holiday.
And the Valentine's Day prep doesn't stop there. What's for dinner for the 2 lovebirds? Later, we're in the Delmarva Life kitchen making a delicious surf and turf for 2. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.